my eyes, there's one thing that stays on my mind. The Love Her Show with the duo. You gotta love her, praise her, treat her right. Let your life reflect all the beauty that's inside of you. You gotta love yourself, let the best of you shine through.
Welcome, lovers. We are back.
Welcome, lovers, to episode 5.
Episode 5, we're on a roll.
The Love Her Show with the duo, where we discuss love, life, business, and bliss.
Welcome. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Kelly Fisher.
I'm Tana Gilmore.
And together, we're the Matchmaking duo. So we want to welcome you back to our podcast. For those of you who don't know about us or you're coming for the first time, we are certified life and relationship coaches. We are professional matchmakers.
We're authors of our book, Relationship Do-Overs.
We are. We're Essence.com contributors.
So we're national speakers.
Yep, we are national speakers. And so we just wanted to invite you back. And I think today we're going to tackle, which is our specialty.
Oh, yes, we love this one.
The love lane. The love lane. So as Tana mentioned, we talk all things love, life, business, and bliss. And today we are back on the love lane to talk about online dating. How huge is online dating?
Online dating has taken over the universe.
It has?
It has taken over the universe. So I'm going to tell y'all a story. So when we thought about doing this, I was like, I'm going to tell my story. So nobody used to be on online dating. I was like the first online dater ever, ever in life. Okay. So my husband and I have been married. I don't know. This is about the 16th year. I lose count. So I was on online dating when nobody else was on online dating. So we met on online dating.
Yes.
We met on a platform called blackplanet.com.
Whoa, Black Planet was huge.
How many of you remember Black Planet?
Black Planet was it. Besides those, remember those 800 dating numbers?
I did those too. Oh, I did those. I did the radio.
You'd stay up late and then see who's on the line. Yep. You're like, I'm not going to say anything. Anybody there? Anybody there?
I was even doing that back then. And this was like, early 2000s or late 90s actually, when they had the radio version and you can call and listen to their voice. And there was no computers ever to be found.
No. You call that number and then you'd wait a few minutes to be connected in, then you click in and you didn't really want to say anything. So we've evolved to online dating, which is humongous now.
I think about, how it all started, and in the radio, when it was the radio, you could not see the pictures. Remember, it was just called in.
No, you couldn't.
And you heard their voice.
You heard their voice.
Okay, they left a little voicemail for you, and so you only had their voice to go by. So you didn't have the pictures, but technology has taken over that. People are just sifting through pictures to make a decision first.
You kind of need the picture, though. I mean, in some ways, and in some ways, it's detrimental. So.
It is.
But I think all of us would agree that the pictures, we like pictures. So, so we wanted to talk about online dating, and it's a huge industry now. And I mean, no one is really going to the bar anymore, or back in the day, you'd be getting all your girlfriends together and going to the club to meet someone. So if you're at a certain age, you are probably don't even have time.
No, you don't.
To be sitting on the bar stool looking for someone.
Who has time to do that?
No.
Nobody has time to do that.
And then the quality of people in there now is just not the same. Everyone was doing it back then, but now most busy people don't have time. They might go out for a birthday or
so funny.
Open jazz night or something like that, or live music, maybe outdoor festival.
Yeah, they're hoping to meet someone organically. But the thing is that people are like, people online are crazy. Well, hello,
no,
I was online.
No,
hello, my husband was online. We're not crazy. And they were like, that's no different from you meeting somebody at the gas station. I mean, you still have to get to know them. You still have to have a conversation with them.
That's true. I mean, so you just have to know what you're doing. And I think as part of our services as matchmakers, we offer coaching, and we also offer personalized matchmaking. But the one part of our business that's really taking off, we said, maybe we should help people with online dating, because there are just so many things that you don't know. And some people will say, I've been sitting on there for 3 months and there was just no one there. Everyone that was contacting me was just a mess. So we figured we would add that too. So that's one of the things that we do on a regular basis. So we thought today we would tell you insider information from a matchmaker, some of the top mistakes that people make when they're online dating.
Because you guys are doing it wrong.
Some of you are. Yeah, some of you got it. I mean, like Tana.
Yeah,
some people have it, but I mean, there are a lot of people who are just not doing it right. So we thought we would just share a few mistakes, the top mistakes that we see all the time.
Yeah, we're going to help
with people with online dating. So what is the first thing that you can think of?
Oh, my goodness. So the first faux pas that I think of, what I can't stand is seeing the bathroom selfies. Please stop it. Do not post another bathroom selfie ever in my mother's voice.
She's enunciating every syllable
in Geneva's voice. Do not post another bathroom selfie ever.
And it's so funny because, we're just assuming that you can't find someone to take a picture, or maybe you shouldn't be on there because you don't want any of your friends to know. But other than that, if you're out someplace, just have someone take a picture for you. Because the bathroom selfie, and a lot of times the bathrooms aren't even...
They're dirty. You see dust all over the sink. I mean, all kinds of dirty toothbrushes. Come on. No, don't do that ever again.
No, so we'll eliminate the bathroom selfies. But one thing that you probably should do is also make sure that your online dating is not reflecting like a work interview. So many times our clients, they're very successful, they're on the move, so they just think, I'm just going to be effective. I'm going to take my LinkedIn picture and put it online.
And they're so cute.
And you are cute, but not for this platform, because we're not looking to see, what you're doing or, all of your professional accomplishments. Sometimes they start with, I've done this, this, and this in work, and how many people you manage. And, in this setting, people care, but they really don't care.
Really don't care. So
they really don't care because you don't want to lead with that. I think, we're really proud of all the things that you've done in work, but what people really want to see, and especially men, they want to see more of you. Mm-hmm. So, you can even make yourself appear like you don't have time to date. When the truth is, most of our clients say they would make time to date if they had the right person in a heartbeat. So they're looking very busy. They're very successful. They're juggling a million, positions and titles and all types of boards. But at the end of the day, they would probably give 75% of that up.
They would. And
for the right guy. And
your picture should tell a story of your life. Mm-hmm. So again, remove the LinkedIn profile pictures.
Yes.
That's fun and great, and it's not fun.
Well, it's not fun. No,
well, it's it's great, and we're proud of you, as you should be proud of yourself. Yes. However, it's not appropriate for online dating.
No.
So your picture should be, for example, if you had a picture skydiving or a picture of you near the Eiffel Tower or whatever, you post something like that. It should tell the story.
Yeah, definitely something fun. So that, especially for women, that tight, tailored business suit, which Tana and I used to have on every day. Okay, the blue, the brown, the pinstripe, the pearl earrings, and the pearl necklace. It is wonderful to close a deal.
No.
But not for online dating. So we want to see you fun. He wants to envision you on his arm, whatever that means.
So don't do it.
Don't do it.
So the next one, it's a combination. Like, don't put other people in your photos. So you should not.
That's so true.
You should not have your girlfriends or your guy friends in your photos, because here's the problem. The problem is they're going to be trying to figure out which one is you. They're going to be looking at your friends as options, right?
True.
So you don't want them to be competing with you. And first of all, they didn't even ask to be on this dating site. So why do you even have them on there?
That's true. You don't even need. And what about kids?
The kids,
too. Sometimes people have their kids on there, and the kids are cute, but you don't really have people's permission most of the time for everyone to be looking at them.
And I think that they're, most of them, from what we learn and what we hear, is that they want to show that they're family oriented and that they love kids. Mm-hmm. And that's amazing. But you can state that in your profile. Just don't put the kids in there.
No, and like Tana said, don't put your friends in there, because we've seen many a profile where we're searching for one of our clients and the person in the picture looks 10 times better than them.
Who is he? We want to know who he is.
Right? I know. So if we did it, there are probably so many people who are thinking the same thing. So why even create create? I mean, why even create that kind of
that competition
for yourself?
You didn't ask for it. We're like, no, we want to meet him.
Yes.
Where's his number? Because we need him for our client. He's more her type than this one.
Yes, exactly. So please don't do it. Let's see. So the next thing I would think is, okay, so stay fun, light, and airy in your conversation. So don't bring, a lot of times, even in the conversation when you're going back and forth and the banter, and don't go too long online either, having that conversation before you switch over to the phone, but that's a different story. But, we don't want you to go too deep into your political views, religious opinions, your timeline for marriage and all of that stuff. Because we know.
Have we seen that?
I know, right? But I think, most of the time our clients, again, they are so focused on not wasting time.
Right.
How many times do we hear, we don't want to waste time. I'm at a certain age. I don't want to waste time.
My clock is ticking. I don't have time to waste.
And so, it's all about using your time effectively. But at least for the initial correspondence online, keep it light. Talk about your hobbies, your interests, fun trips. And if you don't have any of that, then that might be something to think about too, because they're really trying to think about, okay, after 5, what would I be doing with her on my arm?
That's right.
So, and then you don't want to get into an argument online either. Of course, that'll come up later.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
You don't want to just start with that because it's too heavy. That even goes for first dates as well, I would think.
Yeah, kids. So just keep that light.
Yeah.
And we want you all to be prepared to spend at least an hour to 2 hours a day.
Yes.
Ring the bell.
She's telling me to ring the bell. My goodness, she is telling me to ring the bell.
An hour to 2 hours a day. It's work, y'all. This is work.
I digress. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, I have a cowbell, and I've been trying to convince Santa to get a little ding,
I won't do it.
something, and she refuses. But
no.
Every once in a while, she wants to make a point, and she wants me to ring the cowbell. But that's fine.
We're just throwing out love
We
nuggets.
are partners in business. I'll ring it. But soon, hopefully, she will get her own
a whistle or something.
or something. Yes. So they'll know that's you.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you need to clear some time on your calendar. And you know what? If it's 10 o'clock at night, spend 10 to 11:30, searching and sifting, through that. I mean, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
That's why we're in business. That's why we do it. That's why people pay us to do it for them.
That's so true. Because, when you think about it, so many people will say, well, nobody got back to me. Well, nobody got back to you. Did you put the time in? Did you reach out to people? Did you have conversations? Did you start the conversation the right way? Or are you just waiting? So when you wait, that's another point. So when you wait for someone to get to you, you don't even know if they have your criteria. You're just sifting through the people who decided that they wanted to contact you. You're not really putting yourself in the driver's seat.
To see what type of person that you really want.
Right.
So this person, because they're cute, or perhaps,
Perhaps.
Yeah, they may be cute, and you're like, oh, okay, but you don't have any idea because you didn't even read the profile. So,
right.
You're just responding to those who responded to you. But no, take the time to, initiate conversation and sift through, some potential prospects.
It's work. It's like a second job.
Of work.
But you know what? It can be. I mean, we found some gem.
We have found
some gems in there. Sportscasters,
oh my gosh,
newscasters, lots of doctors, nurses, and then just
anthropologists.
Great entrepreneurs, engineers, people who've started their business from scratch, all types of motivational speakers.
Yes, authors with PhDs. So don't think that they're just busters online. That's the furthest from the truth.
And there are some, mind you.
So you got to sift through the frogs.
Yeah, thank you. I was going to say, now there are some.
You got to sift through the frogs to find the prince. I mean, that's why you need to put in an hour and a half to 2 hours.
You do.
Hence the time.
Yes.
So that is, because it just, you're not just going to log on there and just
wait.
Yeah, log on there and just meet, the first person. Oh, this is going to work out. And some people do, and then you're disappointed because you say something, they don't respond back.
Right. You put so much time into this one person, and that one person is online too. So let's just assume that most of the time they are dating or talking to someone else until you all have decided that you're going to move on exclusively.
Oh gosh, and and hence the next point.
Okay.
Check your competition. So you need to see who you're competing with, because as certain platforms, they have hundreds of thousands of people, that new users every day.
Right.
Every day. So you need to know who you're up against.
You do. Yeah.
I mean, you think because you're fly that so you think, and you're educated and all that, and that's wonderful. But just know that there is someone else out there who appears to be more fun.
Right.
Their profile is done properly and just has a lot more going. And so again, men have options, as we do as well. But they're talking to multiple people. Just know that.
Yeah, I was thinking of one of our clients today. We were just talking to her. She's a doctor. And she just very busy, again, just doesn't have time. So we manage her online profile for a while. So I went in today to take a look. 123 new emails. Yeah. And so this is what I'm saying about if you do this right, you will have a ball. I mean, you'll be sifting through so many people. Yes. So you're almost like dating at night. You don't even have to leave your house.
Leave your bed.
You don't have to leave your bed.
In your lap.
Yes, you can have your comfy slippers on and just dating and having a great time.
Wine, just sifting through.
Having a good time. 123 emails. I mean, so some people say they never get an email, but 123 is doing well.
No, it's probably about 90 frogs. However...
Yeah. It probably is. Yep. But yeah, she got a good 10 good people to talk to. Right. So hey.
So that's, again, it's a lot of work.
Now, of course, we were sending lots of messages on her behalf. However, there were people who were reaching out to her as well. So just encouragement to let you know that it can work. And so if you just make a few tweaks, there'll definitely be people coming to you. So that's what we want. The next thing I can think of is, not responding to everybody. You don't really have to feel the need. So let's take that example. Let's say you have 100 new emails. Why do you feel like you have to hurt people? You don't want to hurt people's feelings and not get back to them. So what we do, and I don't know if that's for everyone, and Tana can speak to this, but we don't have time.
No.
Because we're managing so many people's online profiles. But, sometimes if you say, okay, I don't want to hurt his feelings, let me just get back to be nice. And then the next thing, you're feeling bad about saying no to a date. Right. Then the next thing, you don't know how to cut it off. Then before you know it, you are in a relationship with someone you have absolutely no business with.
I mean, first of all, if you're 33 and the 76-year-old man has no business contacting you in the first place, why are you going to respond? Because then he'll respond back. Right. And then it goes back and forth. He knows he has no business contacting you. Well, he knows doggone well he has no business contacting you.
The good thing is you have that smoke screen. So many people get, extra confidence behind the laptop or the desktop because they're like, okay, I'm just going to email them. I know I'm not in their league, but I'm just going to send them a note.
They will. They'll do it too.
And then you go not wanting to feel bad, and you say, well, thank you so much for the compliment. Well, how was your day?
Exactly. They'll start asking
Well, the
questions.
day was fine, but then you can't get out of it, and it spirals, and before you know it, you're on a date.
Yeah,
okay.
Oh, no. And
you're on a date.
And you have no business with this person to begin with. So I don't feel bad about not responding or advising our clients not to respond.
And it's awful because, sometimes we do get messages where people are like, the least you could have said was thank you. But in that instance where this person has 120 new emails and other people do too, you can't really respond to everyone. So I think the lesson here is that you don't want to just get inundated with not feeling bad and you're starting to correspond with so many people that really have nothing in common with you just because you don't want to hurt their feelings. Yeah. There are rules to this online dating. Go ahead and keep going. Skip over the ones that have no business contacting you in the first place.
They don't. So the thing is, if you're going to spend an hour and a half to 2 hours every day, use your time effectively.
Right.
Use your time effectively and respond to the ones that, deem appropriate, applicable. So, don't do that at all. We don't feel bad.
We don't have time to do it. But if you're home and nobody's really contacting you and you're like, all right, let me just get back to this person because they made a comment and said, you were rude. Why didn't you say anything?
The only time I felt bad when they really take time to write a long note. So then I'm like, they pull on your heartstrings and you're like, okay, so you have to respond back to this one, knowing they don't have a chance. Heck, but but they took the time, and you don't want to hurt their feelings. But some have no business responding, and so that those
really don't have any business anything either. But they write a nice heartfelt note.
They do.
But when do you cut it off? Is the question. When do you? Because they're going to say something back.
No, well, you're not what I'm looking for. But thank you so much.
You're not what I'm looking for. That's not right.
No, you're not what I'm looking for. But thank you so much for the note. I really appreciate your time, and good luck with your search.
Yes, you always end it with good luck with your search. Yes, yes. I don't think we're a match. And I mean, sometimes you can even say, like, there was someone earlier today that their faith wasn't the same. So we already knew that wasn't it, because she's very active in her church and all of that. And he was Muslim. So why are we even talking here? Yeah. So it's not like she just happens to be Christian. She's there like every day.
3 times a week. Yeah. And she's not converting.
No.
So why are we having this
why are we wasting time? So I mean, if you want to pinpoint the reason why, you can. But then of course you get
they come back with something. They come back with something.
So I mean, I just say don't say anything. But yeah, if you do, just say good luck with your search and a few different things, and that's about it.
So I guess another one would be, we don't recommend that you spend more than 4 email exchanges, and here's the reason why: because you'll do that forever. Again, you have an hour and a half or so to spend on this, and you don't want to spend it on email. The goal here is to transition to the telephone, because ideally you want to establish an emotional connection. So you cannot establish an emotional connection via email, via text.
No,
at all.
That's so
Ring
true.
bell.
Oh. Ring the bell, she says.
I crack myself up. Yeah, so you cannot
shared bell today.
You cannot establish an emotional connection on email or text message. I don't care who you think you are. You cannot.
And you're showing them how to treat you. So when you think of it, most legitimate people want to hear each other's voice sooner rather than later. Now,
right. That's what you get for ringing it off.
That's what I get ringing it, yes. Let me just repeat that. Most legitimate people want to hear each other's voice sooner rather than later. So if you're a priority, they'll make the time, even through kids' bedtimes, late night meetings, all of that. They will make the time to hear your voice.
They will.
So usually there is something, which we picked up on many times, that, if someone's not trying to move to the phone,
there's a problem.
There's a problem. Either they can't talk on the phone because there's someone at home, or they're, juggling so many people that they don't have time to talk. Because you really have to have time to talk, you can't sit on the phone for 30 minutes at night when you have another person to call.
If they tell you they don't have time, that's not true. So the level of interest is just not there.
I always say Oprah has time for things that she wants to do.
I'm telling you. So hey, and she does a million things.
She does.
Steve Harvey does a million things.
They do.
So no. So if they don't make time to talk to you, then you don't need to be talking to them in the first place. And move on.
Move on. So if they keep texting or talking on the online dating platform forever, and you can't get them to the phone, that's a problem.
Because ideally, you want to transition from the phone to a date.
Yes, first date.
That
is your goal.
Go to the first date. So the sooner you get there, and the better. So we recommend that you do that sooner rather than later. I know some people are like, well, I'm just going to talk to them for a little while first. Hey, again, we don't have that type of time. We're trying to see if there's a connection here, some chemistry, and then we recommend too that you go out with them a couple of times if they meet your criteria.
Well, that's so true.
Yeah, if they meet your criteria, because a lot of times you don't, you think that I didn't feel anything. How many times have we heard that?
Oh my gosh, that's what I was going to say. How many
there's
times?
No fireworks or butterflies.
But they have fireworks on date 3. So they just listen to us begrudgingly and go out for maybe 1, 2, because we can see that it's a good catch.
Right.
We do this every day.
Every day.
So, on date 2 or 3, all of a sudden, something starts looking a little bit different. Because, you think of it, there's first date jitters, somebody may not be talking as much, or you're just not... Men get very nervous, too. Why do we assume that men don't get nervous?
They do.
Yes,
they do.
They do.
They get nervous, and they tell us too. They were like, "Oh my gosh, I was so nervous."
Yeah, give them a pass, can you?
I mean, they don't have date coaches like some of you guys.
No,
they don't.
So,
they don't have us.
Especially when they really like you. They want to make a good impression.
They do. They're trying their best.
We don't know what kind of day they had, so really, the first date is just to get through, to make sure that. I mean, first of all, before getting to a date, you should make sure you have the core things in common. So if you've already established that, just give each other a pass on the first date, and maybe try to go to date 2 or 3 before you make an informed decision as to whether this is not a good match for you.
And those of you who are dating with children, so make sure that you have your babysitters lined up, because you don't want to have to cancel on a first date, because he's already probably thinking that you're flaky anyway. I mean, they don't know what to expect the first date. So, you want to make sure that you show up and that you have your babysitters in line, just so you can get there on time. And we've also... when they walk you to your car, make sure your car is clean.
Oh, we have heard that so many times.
Make sure your car is clean, please.
We have heard that so many times.
Out of it and all the stuff and the cookies and the juice boxes.
Yes. So with our premium clients, we set up the date for them. So we get feedback from the guy or whoever the client is and the candidate. So my goodness, sometimes we hear back, she was nice, but I had to go into her car. And it was just a mess. It was filthy. And so that looks bad. I mean, they're like, okay, if you can't keep your car clean, you can't keep your house clean, you may not be clean. I mean, we hear it all. Yeah, so. If you're okay with driving around with all that. And we understand a lot of people are in sales and you have to have your whole, job in your car, but at least move the stuff out, move all the car seats and everything.
Put them in the trunk.
Yes.
Put it all in the trunk.
And drive
off. You can dump it later, but put it in the trunk until, you meet him.
Yeah.
I mean, we understand the fast food bags. I mean, that's just life.
Yeah, but your house can be clean and then you have a messy car, especially if you work out of it. So just take a couple minutes. That's a good point. Let's see. One other thing I can think of is, let me see. I'm going to think of a good one. Oh, if someone tells you who they are, believe it.
How many times have we heard that? Ooh.
So don't get sucked into the photo, the pearly white smile, the bulging shoulders and the triceps and the biceps. Well, shoulders. Some people like shoulders. Men work hard on those.
You said bulging.
Yeah, sometimes bulging shoulders. Yes, that's true. You see all in the dating profiles, but yes, this is true. But, if he says that all he wants to be is a friend, or, he's not ready for a relationship, there are different designations for what type of relationship they're looking for. So, if they say that, then darn it, that's what they mean.
Yeah, they're not trying to get married.
Don't try to convert them into something else. They are saying exactly what they mean. They are looking for just a friend, or they are presently not ready for a relationship.
And you can't say that they didn't tell you, because they told you. They told you that they weren't looking for that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, there is an actual designation, or there's a place that you can click what you're looking for. Yeah. So if they have taken the time to click that, then don't all of a sudden try to make them get married. Because they said from the beginning, I'm not looking for that.
They did say that. And then also, if they say that they do not want to have children, especially when you get into, the 40 age.
Late 30s, early 40s.
They may have kids already from a previous marriage or relationship, and their kids may be in high school or, even older. And they're like, you know what, I'm not trying to get married again or have children again.
Yes.
Don't try to convince them. They're telling you early that they're not looking for that. And so you waste your time because you think, well, this person is a professional and he's cute.
Right. Well, he's cute will get you every time.
It will.
It was going back to the
going
photos.
Down the wrong road.
Going back to the photos. He's well dressed. He has a great suit on, nice shoes. You can see all those things. Haircut, well groomed. And he says, I'm just looking for a friend. And you know good and well that you're looking for a long-term relationship or marriage.
Maybe we'll just see where this goes. He's already telling you where it's going.
He's telling you now.
Fast.
Yes. And that means that he is telling you that he's dating multiple people, because that's where he is in his life. So you can't fault him for being honest. He could have said that he, wanted to be married and he took the time to tell you the truth.
Yes.
So the wonderful, illustrious Maya Angelou said, if someone tells you who they are, believe it. So we want to encourage you to believe what you see. If you see someone's profile who, again, is very, great looking in their photos, but they have all types of misspelled words.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that is the worst. They're lowercase i's starting
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. We see them. We see these horrible profiles.
Right. And there's one person who, takes time to give you a nice email, and they say, hey, hi there, how are you? Or something. And then one person just says, hey.
Mm-hmm. Which one are you going to respond to?
Depending on what their picture looks like. That's what it is.
That's the problem.
That's the truth.
That is a problem. messed up every time. And so just keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that we're talking to the ladies at this moment.
We realized there were men that were listening. There was a great guy that called us last week. I digress, but he just said that he just really enjoyed it.
Which we love it. We love it when the men enjoy our podcast. But those men that are again, tall and handsome and, all those wonderful things that we love, they come with a premium. They do. So just know that you're looking at them, everybody else is too. So just know that those men come with a premium, and you wonder why they don't return your call. Right. Or they don't return your email. So again, we want you to just take a look around at maybe some, just average men that can spell, that have a great job, and talks about family and faith and those types of things. So we encourage you to, just look around, expand and explore your options.
Don't miss the hidden gems, because we have found some sparkling, shiny gems in there, and I would say probably 7 out of 10 times, most of regular people would just ignore it. Because the other thing is, a lot of times men don't take a lot of time with their pictures.
They don't.
So we'll look at the picture and say, oh, that's a mess, but
they don't even look like that in person.
They don't even look like that in person, because when our clients get there and they're like, oh my gosh, his pictures didn't do him justice, because they're not thinking about pictures like we are. Right. Really? So we want everything to be perfect. They're like, let me just get it. They're just trying to get it done.
Let me just throw something up there.
Yes. So don't discount that. So anyway, we hope that we have helped you today, and we want to arm you guys to be online dating pros.
Yay.
So just keep all these things in mind. Keep all of these things in mind and go for it.
And we're rooting for you.
We are. So if we can help you in any way, you can always contact us at our website, thematchmakingduo.com.
And our social media is The Matchmaking Duo.
Yes.
And subscribe to us, please, and share this with your friends and your family and your colleagues. And write us a review. We want to know how you are enjoying our podcast, because we're enjoying doing it.
We're having fun.
We hope that you are too.
Yes, and make sure you tweet us. So tweet us if you decide to start online dating today. Woo-hoo. Tweet us and let us know how you're doing. We can't wait to hear all of the feedback.
Again, we're rooting for you.
Yes, we're always rooting for you. Have a great night. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You'll discover just how to love her, to embrace the love inside.